And now finally, we get to see the maps. Bind. Bind is the dream, bind is the wish, the hope, as one last huddle comes through for mistakes, but a bit of pride on the line, it's certainly okay.
Well, the permaban is gone.
Rolling back the years, but now they're on opposite sides. It's going to be very interesting. Nats last week was 10-1 in opening duels. Maybe here he'll be the last man to fall. The first one will be Chronicle. He's already lost his duel. As a crunch comes in from Fnatic, they go through the teleporter and out of the round. An almost immediate shutdown from Team Liquid.
An awful lot to attempt in this round, of course. Ultimate Orbs would be nice. I don't know if he's going to get given much. And in fact, it is the long-range frenzy of Camo that will convert his triple.
Huge round for Camo. 3 pickups. Managing to get himself, I believe, the plant as well. Or was the orb? And both, actually. Now he's going to be sitting just 3 away from...
High-value weapon. And you consider there's a couple of players with light shields. If it went into enemy hands, that would be a problem. But luckily, the hands it's in are pretty safe. Boaster's done well, though. Jumping out of Hookah, difficult. But Alfie is so patient. It's not the prettiest of fights, but another going their way. The death toll starting to become a problem. And actually, already seeing Chronicle onto that defuse. There needs to be someone there to try and stop him, as somehow they're going to make that pay save card Drifty work. Right back on the board of Fnatic.
An immediate response. They only lose players their first death after the round's even been won. Nats lurking over there, and the lead for them and the economy in the bin, but Fnatic, they bounce back into it. This is their chance, the advantage of the operator. The spam from Paddy, though.
Got your trail.
Instead, the Seekers are going to be used in towards that B site. It's whether or not they push off of it. They may now.
The Chronicle fell back and gave the space. It means Alpha has to retreat. He has no way out through spawn. Inside of Hookah and wary of a late play coming up from short. A lot of space here for Liquid. They're fighting into elbow. They're keeping these players back. Very hard to find value. And as you're highlighting, Tom, that lurk that they were worried about, well, it is coming in late. Very late, in fact. But that is the perfect recipe for Fnatic's disaster. But Nats is being caught. Alpha, check this back. Low HP on the final 2, though. And Camo and Trex get it across the line.
Good hold in the end, and yeah, that opening pick is just nasty. Fanatec looking good in these opening rounds. Currently 7-2 on the board.
Off rip at the start of the round, and on this map, we'll at least get one relatively easily as the attackers. A chance to play for this TP, but in goes Kayak! It's a double! The nade in there for security.
And Nats is still standing. They're going to look to swing this one together. Crashies will be traded out. And actually, Nats has found 2. His old teammate biting the dust. To be a little bit more clear, timing for Paddytech is going to be everything, and it is perfect. That Viper's Pit worked as a distraction, but Alpha is still here. And with his ultimate online, there's not a whole lot of places you can stand.
At least bought a moment there. Nats spotted 2. Alpha knows now that Nats is looking for the kill. There goes the next tap, and he's already outside of that ultimate range. Plant comes in, but Alpha knows that he must be in that area. It was the only space left open. But right there, well, starting with the TP from Kayak, but the ult used as a distraction was beautiful.
Yeah, very intelligent Red Bull cards from Alpha. This round ends up being everything.
They can invest a lot. We've already seen Thrash thrown in from Trex. There's an orbital strike if they can grab some info. Down goes the Viper's Pit, and a jump over the rocket! Camo's blast pack keeps him alive!
That's the one sort of thing that's actually saving them. It's the other side of the map. Well, okay, the challenge somehow worked out. Damage coming through, Kiko swings and brings it back into a 2v2, and Camo adds another to the death toll. Now he has a chance at a showstopper, but hitting this will not be easy. Most are even risking the spam, baiting him into firing that rocket, and it won't land a single point of damage. But Patitek, you mentioned it, he's had his number all game long.
The IGL on the other side, that was wonderful.
No, UK would be proud of that one.
Without a doubt. Wouldn't be able to show his player cam afterwards, though. That was a really nice reaction. 2-round gap. Nat's down already. We talked about his opening duels, and he's lost his life, but so has Chronicle. Down goes that screen. Only containing the bath control, and they have flooded firmly through short. Camo with another. Boaster toying with the idea of swinging wide, and he'll get the kill. Although and there it is, but Patatek has got him. Well, it's actually blocking out most of the teams. Patatek's got himself that guiding light, the Sky Flash, to play right through.
Out of charges.
The molly used here to contain that space. That they now know there's no one coming behind them and decide to fight forward. Trex went on his own. I thought they'd go together, perhaps off the Sky Flash, but it's fragmented. It's individual duels that they're searching for, and so far back and forth till Alpha has his say. Fnatic winning that one out, but you have to think that Team Liquid, they gave a few off.
Holding on to some of that initial space as he'll go pushing through, looking to try and find someone, but they have already retreated. A quick flank, though.
Oh, it's not exactly flying under the radar. They saw a player. They don't know that player is still in that position, so they are looking right now for someone being around here, going for that sneaky flank, and Kiko, he's turned away at just the wrong moment. It's a freebie for Boaster. Chronicles picked up Camo with a stinger in hand. They now think that Boaster's the one flanking. Alpha shows his hand and has a chance to divide this push. They come in from inside, but Nats goes past through the orb. Sneaky around his own utility. Alpha in there for the double as the clock runs dry. The round is already done. Unbelievable stuff from Nats.
A close half at the end of the day, though, and now Fnatic will head into the attack after the break.
One enemy remaining.
And then they have that double controller. Fnatic have managed to wait a lot of that out, but even just looking at the denial, that's the whole goal. Deny them the plant, and well, so far so good, but it's the trade back and forth. Boaster and Alpha to be had this time, as it will be an immediate fight from Camo. He's trying to deny.
Down Alpha on 10 HP, but no information on where these players might be hiding, and in fact, I said no utility. 1 star was refreshing. They just place it down, knowing he'll be looking for a fight, and he does get one. They lose the round, sure. The fights don't even go that well, but using their own poison orb, Kiko a little hesitant to leave. He could obviously be inside Hookah, but with this utility going in, he'll be on his way soon.
All missiles away.
Fnatic got their space on site, but the plant will be hard to come by. Ult used now to claim them that space, and it's Boaster and Chronicle doubling up together. They've locked them out, and Alpha's even gotten a little more, catching an angle onto Trex. He was looking towards the site.
It's a fantastic execution. Reveals someone and they're instantly dead. There's nowhere for them to go. Clever stuff. And they now reclaim the lead once again.
It is the sort of thing that you'll see.
There you go. Look how easy that is for Chronicle.
Make it
Easy peasy, yeah.
It's the only player really left to defend this, but his goal is to hold on to the showers more than anything. Make things tougher. But he's been forced out. The value of those salvos and the read from Alpha so far this game has been fantastic. And Camo now has to question, can I go anywhere? Well, they pushed him up, but he still managed to find 2. Impressive stuff once again, and the swing out from Kiko with a flash alongside it. Both of them combining, and now all that is left is Kayak. A solid round. Yeah, I like the one on the left about traveling 11 hours to be here. That's a nice sign.
Yeah, right. A little more toxic.
Okay.
Nice, boys. Good job.
Just to the air. Round fell apart. Prowler catches Patatek, that forces him back. Fnatic again, no, they've got that control, but it's not for free. Patty comes back to make them pay a heavy price indeed. Boaster's down to 18 HP. Nade's gone through. He's under a lot of pressure. He walked back into it. Their smokes for now.
Yeah, Camo has sent it. Because of that, the advantage has diminished. Armageddon has been used to at least try and force someone into the waiting arms.
30 seconds
also thrown in as well. They are starting to run out of time, and Nats is still here on the cross. It's only going to be the one, though, and that was the low HP Boaster. The Tiger will stun someone up, but getting in onto this is definitely not going to be easy. Even still, though, the time is on Liquid side. 15 seconds left for them to try and plant, but Chronicle has done a good job to hold the line.
Oh, they know exactly where Trex is as well. Alpha immediately spinning after that kill on the Patatek. Yeah, we saw that snake bite come through, but Liquid, they played it wisely. They said, use your util, dump it in, we'll play back. We won't be isolated. But in the end, Chronicle being in that position to cover that plant, saved the day, and Alpha's quick reactions on the double.
My ult is ready.
No flashes left for Patatek. The investment's been deep in this round. The Util's the one that suffers, but Boaster, the one that really pays the price. He's been dropped towards that A site, but the push was always coming in here on B. And it's Nats through the smoke to drop Alpha. There's still credits for the next. There's ults powering up. Oh, but it's not over yet. I'm already thinking about round 23, but getting there is all on the back of Liquid. Kiko, he's been so reliable. He'll be needed again, but alongside Camo, it seems like they've got this one under wraps. 12 to 10 at least. They'll get one more round.
In the mid there made it interesting, but with the full rotation of their squad already in position. And
Nice
a stellar
flash.
start.
Nice flash, Nikita. Good job, boys. Nice bunker.
I don't think it's a guaranteed win, and for Fnatic, they'll need to get in position first. That's the showstopper to open.
Oh.
It's done damage, but it hasn't taken the player down. In fact, Camo, he's low. The man's lucky to be alive, but without that pick, they can't get forward. Down goes Chronicle. No pit to play inside of, no crashies. As I see two players move towards long, if the idea is to TP, there will be...
If anything, the Boombot, it's not going to give the game away, actually. It might even put some doubt, but they are not moving. They've seen the utility. Panatek well placed, and now with 12 seconds left, OT, it looks inevitable. Boaster would need one of the clutches of all time, and it is not going to be happening. We said that this would be...
We're proven not to be liars. It's always a good feeling. What a game it has been. Constant adjustments from both sides to try to get this across the line.
Seconds left.
You don't think the guys need a refresher. Fnatic remembering their mistakes, but maybe not as Boaster goes down early again. And it's Kiko to find the double. He'll dive out, looking for more, but Crashies won't allow that. Eats the flash, but still finds the kill! And it's close onto Trex, but that stun makes it very difficult indeed. A quick reaction from Chronicle. Catches Nats before he can link up with Trex. He's got it.
This will get...
And now he'll grab the plant. That's going to make this very difficult.
No, but this always makes me nervous. He's gone running up. I don't know if Chronicle has actually heard the steps. It seems like he's turning back. Just pulls out his gun, but not in time. It's almost like he baited him with the idea of Thrash, and then got aggressive at the same time. Liquid, after a deficit, they now have a chance to close.
Yeah, that's such a nice play. Obviously, what's going through your mind, he's going to plant, he's going to fall back.
He's been catching Boaster a couple of times, so instead they're sending the big dog Alpha. Yeah, but it's a different angle. This is much more aggressive. This exact spot most of the time. Switches it up and then just moves back, and Boaster goes, yeah, I remember that one, and immediately dies.
To play with. And here we see it on display for the third time in the round. A lot of damage done. The smoke goes down, but they cross through with that wall that's now soon to drop. But those players can be safe. The problem is, for a moment, they were splitting up. And if they were, it would be two players pushing on the other side. Kayak needs to clear his left when he comes out. He has, but Kiko hits the shot first anyways. Camo's there as well, and he'll close out the map. Team Liquid, 14 to 12. They fought their way back into this one. They have now got a one-map advantage going on to Fnatic's pick of Ascent.
Why not lean into something you know will work?
Well, this is a heavy share of buy from Team Liquid. 4 of them in play, and already one's drawn blood. Camo pushing up on mid as well, but the short player's been isolated. The knife is out!
Okay, it was stopped. It was stopped.
It would have been the knife kill, but Camo stole it away. That was alone, and again, those Sheriffs still in the round. That is going to be difficult to play against, and Nats is the one playing together on the attack side, how strong that can be. But the 4 Sheriffs in a frenzy blitz into mid. That is a different flavor entirely.
Taken like a duck to water in this controller role. Camo will be that first point of contact. And well,
140 in for Camo, and again, we said like Sheriffs are a weakness.
He's still going.
He's pushed all the way down middle. I mean, he hit the 140, now he's hunted his prey to the ends of the earth, even makes it out. It's just a waste of time. There's no one there.
That's the big thing. Time. 40 seconds left. Another tag connected. So, yeah, Camo's done. He was one of the main reasons they were able to close out the last map. If he can close out this round, they're going to be off to a flyer of a start. And they were pulling out utility. They were expecting him to be at the back of the site. With the amount of time, you can understand why. But now that clock gets even more dangerous. And Trex alone on the B site.
It hasn't gone anywhere once he's given the challenge. And you completely, I agree with you, Tom. You understand why they don't think he'll be there. I think you just have to, the expectation has to be set around getting a couple of kills, doing some damage to the economy.
I mentioned, if we can see the best of Trex, this team could be a world beater. There's already plenty of those on the other side, though. Kayak started off strong. Trex will be the one to respond, and Nats is playing around his own setup. There's a reason you still see him on this Cypher and not switching things up. He creates his own luck, but there have been trades across the board. The advantage has dissipated for the side of Liquid, but they do still have
Scared me, he was going out
Planted.
as the spike was being planted. Now he's got teammates with him, or at least one. It's Patatek who has to take up that mantle to recover a weapon, but Patty has to first get past Chronicle, who's holding out on the angle. He's got a good read on the situation. A great shot and a knife for info that will be avoided, but the steps, he heard them, no? I think he did. The deep flash, look at the diffuse. It's in a perfect position. Alpha's got to run. He's got to sprint. He might be too late, but now he's got behind the boxes. He pulled Patatek off, but even still, Patty's able to get it done. 4-0 for Team Liquid.
No, honestly, you look at how Patatek has been playing as well in the last couple of maps. He has been so clutch. He saved them in round number 2. He saved them here.
Oh, Camo! He waited out the drone. Flash still online for Patatek as well. They're going to find it difficult to get value. It's Kayak. He got ahead of the paranoia. The gate crash into sight, the opening pick, but they've still got so many players left to deal with Trex falling though. That could be the round in their hands. A set of flash for Patatek still, but Kayak's on a tear until he needs Camo. A 2 versus 3. An op-in play up against the tour de force, and it's Camo who comes in, forcing this back. Boaster will smoke himself off. In fact, it's the other corner. He's playing mind games with them. Camo still having that Blade Storm, though, a deadly foe. Boaster up close. He won't catch anything with Nats on the shorty, and now they've got the info. They just have to wait, and Crashies will be revealed. He tries to do the same, but the bolt on backside doesn't draw Nats' eye.
He played off his teammate's utility, gets that first opener, then manages a couple more while holding on to the site, but then the retake looked even better. Camo.
I think he wanted that aggression. I doubt he hits a shot like that and then misses his Cloudburst. Nats does well. 1 HP, still alive, but he won't get out of there. The Stinger easily able to take that fight. This couldn't be going any better. All they have to do is win out a round where Boaster has a rifle and Chronicle still has that SMG, but now they'll be down to pistols. They try to rush and force the issue, and with the weaker weapons, they still win the fights.
It definitely got dicey in the middle, and that's just about surviving. Some risks being taken. And then just running in. I think that was before the ult even landed. They just went in with the pistols anyway. They have put quite a bit into this one.
Passive trips for Team Liquid, keeping short control, punishing the movement towards the switch. Kiko onto Alphier. They are Fnatic running past this spam. They've already made it through, but they're losing players bit by bit, piece by piece. The thread's fraying. Someone has to at this point, because without it, there will be no reward. The TP from Boaster almost loses his life. He's being challenged. Crashies finds success up in heaven. Another for him, but down goes Boaster. It's Crashies alone. The plan's not for him. They'll swing out wide and take him down. Another surprise play from Liquid.
For free, and the fight back was decent, but again, it's what I'm talking about with players being on the same page. Like right at the end, one of you could have stuck, one of you could have fought, but that's not been the Liquid way throughout a different vibe. But that round was incredibly quick, and they're going for it again. Disrespect. They want to try and close this one out quick. A lot of damage already being done, and this is a weaker purchase. Hunter's Fury has just found a double. They are getting destroyed. This is men against boys, and Fnatic have never been on the other end of a trouncing like this. Single kill. And well within, yeah, he's trying to escape off the side. I can't blame him.
Okay, this is maybe flipping back in their favor. Kayak desperately low. This push into Kiko, low as he may be. He's got the angle, and he's not letting go of it. 11, Team Liquid hungry for top seed. This was an outrageous last 2 rounds indeed. They're getting in Fnatic's face. An 11-0 isn't 11-0. It's a strong statement, but I think it's going to be ult active, gate crash in, find a player, hit them with the ult, and hopefully find an opening duel that way. It's gone the wrong way.
All we're going for is hope, and just look at the rotation. 3 players already into the spawn. This is something that they have to check for. They need to clear. They can't allow him to get away with it. Kayak has done just that, but Kiko is still standing. Traded out by Boaster. Hunter's Fury going through, but so many low players on the other side. A pop flash in, but it's an immediate trade.
Down B.
Kayak and Crashies to at least give them a round. Give them a leg to stand on, and they will at least deny a 13-0 Raw from the Fnatic fans as they are on the board.
From them before, and this could still end up 11-3, so who knows? Fnatic may have it in them, but it's going to be one hell of a battle for them to come back into this series after the break.
It might have looked like a gap, but the fact is Nats was ready. Spam through is close. Oh, actually does a little bit of damage. Camera's just going to go swinging though, and while Crashies out of there in an instant. Nats already taking space, but Kayak was there. Only manages the one though.
He is slipping and sliding.
Avalanche.
Nats likely to have that vice wall that they'll look to break, but all the while waiting for Camo to have a chance to strike, and now he has, opening the space. The spike comes back. He needs this fight, but he loses it. The thing is, the wall was tripped. They should be aware of this. It should be being watched, and Boaster's the one to catch it. There goes Nats. A 2 versus 3 now. Fnatic look set. Find themselves a second. Crashies killed by the nade, but 8 seconds as the spike's going down. A player isolated in mid will be dropped, and it's all onto Trek.
He's had everything. This has been one of the statement matches for Trex, but he could put a cherry on top of the icing, on top of the cake, but there are 2 players up against him who desperately want themselves another round. Shock Dart out. He's going to do a little bit of chip damage, but now he's left isolated, low, with everything still to do. The first one will, however, go his way, but Boaster's trying to stick it. It's risky, and the steps are baiting him off. He's based him off completely. Playing the mind games, just looking for those final shots. Trex is a master of manipulation. What a clutch for Trex to take them to 12.
Every time he's put in this situation, man, he's the one that got them across the line on Bind with some fantastic closers to the rounds, but this one may trump them all.
What are you doing?
The 1v2, the man who's 0-7 against Fnatic, he has tasted defeat at their hands more times than he can remember. This game, this series, oh, he'll never forget this.
Oh God, someone at Vitality has just smashed a desk. Greatest players we have in VCT, making them look foolish away from taking this one, finishing it off. Already the spike has been dropped. Still, of course, a full investment of weaponry. Oh, it's a little bit shaky, but Camo does get the job done, and again, they've left a piece behind. It is going to be attempted to be cleared, and Chronicle does that at least. A 1 versus 3 to keep them in the series.
He's being watched as well. Ooh. This already a night that Trex will remember, and all of Team Liquid with them. It's a cruel summer for Fnatic. 1 round on the board on their map pick.